Teofimo Lopez was on that dude channel, and he was talking about Eddy Reynoso told him the day before they were supposed to leave for camp that he won't be in camp. That he wasn't focused enough. So I don't know if Ryan's still training with him. Excuse me. That's the great question, because Ryan wasn't supposed to be training with him either, according to Tio, and they're on the same car. So Tio got to understand, it's like the movie Goodfellas. In the movie Goodfellas, remember the dude Henry who snitched? He couldn't be a made man because he wasn't, full-blooded. I think full-blooded Italian. He was mixed. And Tio got to understand, you ain't Mexican. You might be an Hispanic. You might want to be an Afro-Latino. You ain't. You know what I'm saying? You might want to be a Hispanic, but you ain't Mexican. So regardless of the feuds that Eddy Reynoso and Ryan went through on the behalf, Mexican people is always gonna ride with their people. So what's so funny is they saying he not focused. The funny thing about it is, they said he weighing about 148 right now. So he looked to be in good shape at these press conferences and shit. He seemed to be in good shape. But what it really was is probably the antics, talking about their business, going out there running business, running his trap about Ryan not training with them. He should have never said nothing. And Ryan probably told Eddy Reynoso, like, dude, this dude not a good fit. He probably irritating Canelo. And he said that he wanted to train the same time Canelo trained. And talk about Tio, he going to train this all-star Canelo to see how the champ do it. Now I found it also interesting that he said in this video, in his little interview he did with the dude that faked his death, or fake like he was in a car accident. What's also interested in it is he said he asked his dad why they was partnering with Eddy Reynoso. Like, in a way, he was kind of like making it seem like we don't really need them. Why was we doing this? He didn't say that, but that's kind of the vibe that he gave off. And long story short, he's an irritant. He gonna cause more harm than foul. You're an outsider. They're allowing you to come in as an outsider. You came in, you started talking about business, you start saying racial stuff, you start putting unnecessary spotlight on the crew, and then you gotta know too, he told people they was training at Lake Tahoe. He was running his mouth like a broad too much, so they was like, maybe they didn't want everybody to know where they was training at. Most people thought it was San Diego. He's like, we training in Lake Tahoe, so maybe they didn't want people to know he was just talking too much. And he was out, it really hurt me that they didn't want to work with me, and look at what you're doing. The racial antics, right? And put that aside, they don't care. They probably agree with what you say about black people. They probably agree with it. Monkeys and all, bananas and all this shit, they agree with that. I guarantee you they agree with that, right? But you telling business. You telling people business. That's the problem. You telling people business. That's the number one problem. You run your mouth about people business. And that's a huge issue. You running your mouth about people business. Oh, we training at Lake Tahoe. Ryan ain't training with them. And it kind of makes sense, because if they training to go over to Dubai or Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, the day before y'all fight, how is he going to split the corner? So in a way, it makes sense for Ryan to go find somebody else, because he fighting in Times Square the day before Canelo fighting in Saudi Arabia or Riyadh. Same thing for Tio. So you might as well just stick with your dad. What can Eddy Reynoso teach you that your dad ain't? He ain't no good trainer, bro. Like, what has he done with anybody? Real talk. Ryan looked better with the pads, but he looked better with Derrick James. What is he gonna add to your game that you already don't know? I know y'all, you and Canelo both flat-footed. All them niggas over there flat-footed. Everybody flat-footed. On the most motherfucker that was on his toes, the most, other than probably some of the smaller fighters. Shit, even Nuri flat-footed. Valdez will move a little bit, but the most was probably like Andy Ruiz. But you run your mouth too much, man. Men don't do that. Men don't do that. Stop telling they business. That's why they put you out of camp, because you telling business. Let Ryan announce, hey, you know what? I'm going to go train with, somebody else, and then next time around we get with Eddy. He said, why? Oh, he didn't want to train up there with us. He didn't want to train like Tahoe. And Eddy Reynoso and then was telling people and leaking shit out there, Ryan never wanted to train. He never showed up to train. He trained when he feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. That's why they kind of stop fucking with Ryan Garcia, because he do what he want to do. He don't, these new, like Ryan Garcia and them niggas, they have the new parenting, they have no structure. They have no structure. The new parenting, how they maneuvering and all that, they have no structure. They have no structure. Do what you want to do, eat when you want to eat, sleep when you want to sleep, go to school when you want to go to school. So when you lay out some type of militant structure for Ryan Garcia, they ain't how his parents raised him. So at 20-something years old, you think you're going to be able to recondition him with millions of followers, a bunch of money? No. You're not going to be able to do that. He been cutting corners his whole life. But Tio was wrong for telling the clique business. Simple as that. And that's why he no longer in camp with them. He was wrong for being a chatty patty. Nothing more, nothing less. He was wrong for being a chatty patty. Stop telling people business. Simple as that. Simple as that. Stop telling people business. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, he's trying to sit there and he was real heartbroken about it. The day before they about to leave, they been made that mind up. They was probably on the fence about training you to begin with. They been made their mind up that they wasn't fucking with you. They been made their mind up. He like, well, I don't know why they want to train next to Canelo. I ain't no spy or nothing like that. And I just want to train next to Canelo. Boy's a true dick sucker. Not dick sucker. Dick sucker. You know what I'm saying? He might do you like that bitch did Selena. Canelo, you better watch him. He a fan. Yeah. So, he looked to be in shape, but when you bringing all that bad publicity, when you running your mouth about the team business, like one of the homies in your friend group, y'all having personal talks, he run and tell everybody y'all business, y'all plans, and who y'all done mess with and what's going on. Y'all like, nigga, like, bro, you banished. You're banished. You're banished. Nobody goes out there running their mouth about the in-house stuff. He broke the code. You already not a full main man in that camp. You're not a Mexican. So the block was too hot. The block was too hot. Simple as that. The block was too hot. So I know he sounded like he was real hurt. And that's like a girl breaking up with you on Valentine's Day. I remember that happened to me in middle school. A girl broke up with me on Valentine's Day. Facts. That's the equivalent of that for him. He was training with his hero can save me. He was training with his hero. All of a sudden that's gone because of you. Not because of your pops, because of you running your mouth. Because of you telling the business. Because you can't keep your mouth shut. Because you bringing unwanted attention to the team. They got enough issues going on in that camp. But I don't know why people flocking over there to train with him. I guess it's like the Errol Spence effect. Or Errol and Derek is winning shit, and then Jamel want to come dick suck, and then Frank Martin want to come, and then AJ want to come, and then Ryan want to come. It's just like these niggas operate like bitches. You know, bitches love to jump on, wait for niggas at the championship podium and join on the championship podium. Join you on the championship podium. Don't nobody want to help you get gloves. You know, nobody want to help you get a fork. Nobody wants you to hold no land and lay no seeds and fertilize it and water it and nurture it and help you, you know, build your farm from the ground up. Everybody want to be there once you done did all the work, and they want to do the celebration but don't want to put no work in as far as, you know, blood, sweat, and tears. That's what bitches do. Bitches jump on the winning bandwagon. The winning team, wait at the championship podium. That's all them niggas was doing. And the minute that Derek didn't win no more, everybody left. Watch what Eddy happened with Eddy Reynoso. The minute Canelo, you know, go away, anybody gonna train with that? And he ain't offering nothing. I heard from the corner, nothing to change. You go train with him, you a fool. You a fucking fool. It's 1,000 other good trainers to train with. If Tio was smart, he'd ditch his daddy, delegate him to the manager position to find a trainer that can take him that can really take his natural talents to the next level. But hey, who am I? Eddy Reynoso, not that guy. Hit the link tree. Check out, join the Patreon. Free for 7 days. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Check out the Box News playlist. Peace.